feel the ache of the cold winter air, but I know the cold is looking for somewhere to feel warmth, to feel love, a place to feel good, to be understood. I have come to befriend the cold winter air. I feel also the ache of unrequited love and the painful design of feeling. I throw all of my burning love toward your way. It just slips through your hands, your clumsy hands, and gets clumsily thrown away. I have come to befriend the unrequited love. You'll never find someone like me to relate to, who sees. You'll never find a boy who will love this desperately. And that's my greatest flaw next to silence and shyness. And I might better shut my mouth, for despite all of this, I've got a couple of loyal friends until the very end. Cold winter air and unrequited love. Cold winter air and unrequited love are here to hold and to hug. Cold winter air and unrequited love are pumping through me like a drug, and I know them more than anybody, and I love them more than anybody, and I know them more than anybody, and I love them more than anybody. Cold winter air and unrequited love. I've always stood out like a foreign space boy, too unusual to have affection return. Cold winter air and unrequited love. Oh, and how my friends are lonesome too. One and only lonely that aches and burns. Aches and burns. I don't deserve the affection, but I've earned the aches and burns. Aches and burns. Aches and burns, the aches and burns, the aches and burns. Oh, how I yearn, it's the pain that you learn to love. The aches and burns. I'm too bummed by some folks, as they say, but I know it's myself cutting me down. I found a bed of moss and a pillow of leaves. I'm gonna get lost in the lost woods, camp out for a few days, find a new, less poisoned way, approach to falling in love. No time to think about me and the terrific cold, retreat from this illusion that's keeping them away, simply by keeping on walking away. And I'm walking away, and I just keep walking away, and I keep on walking away, and I'll forever walk away. And I was well distant. If somebody reads this and they actually won't read it well, they won't get it. I don't, at least, but then again, I don't matter. I'm only gonna freeze for a few shivery days more before I ain't gonna freeze no more. Similarly to everybody, I'm being punished for my past life, 'cause I brought great shame to everybody who barely knows my name, and I can barely speak. I'm plagued by repulsiveness, neglected for silence, and deserving of all the lonesomeness that lingers, and it lingers. And that means I'm free. Most of you folks got somebody keeping you warm, but they won't stick around. It's getting cold, right as you start to weep. I'll be aware of the torture while deeply asleep. My worthy epitaph is something I've already written, but you, sweet dear, are illiterate. We're some pretty, pathetic people, you and I, always longing and dissatisfied, and I wouldn't say we're all that pretty. We're getting uglier as the seconds die. We have no friends or lovers. They're just true, cruel people who are craving what you're craving. It's a race of tension. And when the object of longing comes along, they'll kill you dead to caress it in their sad human arms. The only folks who can earn my trust are beyond the title of friend or lover. Those terms are toxic. They're wise to not be consumed if they exist, but don't listen to me. I'm a low-down liar. When it starts to make sense, the meanings change. I didn't even write this, most likely.